Greetings, YouTube. This is going to be a weird one and a first for my channel. Over 9 years now, over 4,000 videos, and this is the first time I've ever discussed a skincare product. In particular, Udderly Smooth. Yes, with two D's, it is a pun, and it has the little Jersey cow pattern on it. And it's the body cream original formula. I don't know what the others is. And it says, what is the Utterly Smooth, non-greasy body cream, deeply moisturizes your skin, making even dry and cracked skin feel utterly soft and smooth. Originally developed for use on dairy cows and now used by people around the world, Utterly Smooth does not contain any milk or bovine ingredients. I guess that's good because I have a milk protein allergy. Though I can use goat soap. I do use goat soap every time I shower. I've tried different brands, and so far I've never had a problem, and I really like the lather. So why do I like this stuff? Let's take a quick look at it. It is a thick substance, very thick, and I'm taking my rings off because I don't like to get things under my rings. So that's what it looks like. It's just this standard cream, and it is non-greasy, and it absorbs very quickly. Gone. And it has almost no aroma whatsoever. Now, I had originally purchased this because I have a rough left elbow. I don't have any idea why. I don't think I do anything with my elbows differently. I really don't. But this elbow does not have rough skin on it, and this one does. Well, at the moment it doesn't have, and the reason it doesn't have is because I use this stuff every single day. I had been using something called Eucerin, but they went and changed the formula or something, and I didn't like the new formula, so I poked around and found this, and I happen to really love it. In fact, this is my second tub, and it lasts a really long time, even though I'm using this sometimes twice a day, because I use it before I go to work, before I go to sleep, after doing dishes, and then usually when I get home or when I get out of the shower. I use it on my hands, on my elbows. I use it on my scalp after I shower or shave, and I moisturize my feet with it because being a diabetic with neuropathy, I want to make sure that the skin on my feet stays supple, because that's going to decrease the chances of cracking and potential, infections and things like that. So I moisturize my feet every time I change my socks, every time I take a shower, things like that. And I use this stuff, and I'm very happy with it. I've even noticed that my feet seem to have fewer calluses on them since I've started to use this. I used to get a lot of heavy calluses on the soles of my feet, even though I wear socks all the time, and this seems to have eliminated that to a certain extent. Maybe it's just making them more supple so I don't notice them as much. Regardless, I like this stuff. I know this is a weird video for me. Bear with me. I think it's worth your time to give this a try if you have this in your area, if you can find it. And again, Utterly Smooth. I like their logo too, and their I like a pun. I like a good pun, and this is a good pun. Now, I had at one time in the past tried Bag Balm. My father loves Bag Balm. In fact, that's why I had used it myself. But that has a greasier, thicker consistency. This is very light and absorbs very quickly. And I like this far more than Bag Balm, which is a heavier. If you ever used Tiger Balm, for example, which is a great scent, particularly if you have a bad smell that you want to avoid, Tiger Balm is awesome. It also has some therapeutic elements. That thickness, if you're familiar with that, that's not something I don't like. I don't like that feel. Like Vicks Vapor Rub, make my skin crawl just thinking about putting that on my body. This stuff, no problem whatsoever. In fact, because my mother had used Vicks Vapor Rub on me as a child, I was unable to use any kind of lotion or cream at all until I was well into my 20s. Thanks, Mom, for that one. But yeah, this stuff is good. I like it. I recommend it. I know there are people on this channel who do have some medical conditions, and they may be looking for something that will help alleviate dry skin, cracking skin, keeping things supple, because that can be important if you have certain types of medical issues. For example, like me, I want to make sure my feet stay moist, or rather stay moisturized and supple, so I can avoid injury to my feet, because I don't want that. I kicked something not long ago I was making the bed and I kicked something under my bed hard enough, I actually like jammed my skin into my toenail and gave myself a friggin' minor infection. It's really annoying. And I didn't even catch it initially because, well, I knew I'd hit something. It didn't really, I didn't feel it much because I have very little sensation until it became infected that I noticed it. But it's fine now. My doctor took care of it, soaked your foot a few days, Epsom salt kind of thing, keep it clean and that kind of stuff, and I'm fine now. This, I am positive, helped make that not as difficult because in the past when my toes were very dry, that kind of injury would be far more easy because the skin would crack and injure more simply, and this keeps it supple. So there you go, utterly smooth. The only skincare video I've ever done for my channel, probably the only skincare video I will ever do for my channel. I can't imagine I will do another one, and I do not plan on making this a beauty channel. Well, maybe I should do a full face of makeup. We'll see. But yeah, so if you have a favorite product that you enjoy that is unusual for you, perchance, maybe someone would not expect you to use this particular type of product, let's talk about it. For example, I don't use a lot of shampoo. I don't even use shaving cream when I shave the back of my head. I just use goat soap because the amount of hair in the back of my head is about that wide. Okay, I shave it once a week. Takes me about 45 seconds. So let's talk about skincare products. Why not? We've got nothing else to do, right?